Firstly, I want to start off by saying Kal Alal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Yakazakala from James, Jamaica, here to do a video on the coronavirus and Jamaica. Now, this article by the Jamaican Gleaner, um, entitled "Update Jamaica confirmed first case of coronavirus travel ban expanded," meaning that the virus is now in the island and it's documented and it's released now. Speculations and word of mouth by various citizens and people going about their way have been saying that they felt the virus was actually here long before. You see me? But now the government is releasing news that it has the first case, and people are not buying that, man. People are buying it that the virus was here long before this first case is being revealed. You see me, to the public. Now, one thing out here with the people of the country is that they are in a spirit or a mindset that nothing cannot happen to them. You see me? They are in the mindset that the world or the outside world would be in a state of terror and panic and all desolation, but them little paradise, this the island, nothing can happen to it or nothing can withfall it. Therefore, they were in the spirit of mirth. They make them scoff, they laugh, they make memes and all of that, disregarding the fact that this issue have become a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic, and also that this issue can and will affect them in some way no matter what. Even if there is no reported case in the island, or no one dies or no one gets sick because of the virus, you have backlash due to travel ban, due to hindrance of trading, and stock prices going down, and the economy collapsing, because we see that happening. We the men of the Lord. Now we're going to get into the article and then get into some precepts. Article starts by saying Jamaica has confirmed its first case of the coronavirus. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the disclosure a short while ago at a press conference at his New Kingston office. The female patient has been in isolation since yesterday after showing respiratory symptoms. According to the travel history, she returned to Jamaica from the United Kingdom on March 4. So she has been in the country for quite some time. You see me? Approximately 5 or 6 days. The confirmation of the case means that there are now 4 Caribbean countries with the virus. The others are Dominican Republic, St. Martin, St. Bart's, you see me, along with Jamaica. So that little folly or that little mindset that nothing can happen, it is happening. And so we knew long ago that this day would come, said Tufton. We have been able to delay, and what's important now is for us to contain and prevent community spread. Now, this is not in your hands, you see me, because everything is in the hands of Mosai, both good and bad. He holds the just weight or the just balance on what can be happening upon the earth. He sends these plagues upon the earth, and who are you to turn them away, man? You see me? So that saying is a vain saying. All you should do is pray, and plead most have mercy upon you. You see me? And I get into some precept because you see the state of mind of the people out here with this confirmed case. You see me? Everybody on alert. Basically, everybody um I get ready to wear mask. Everybody in a state of panic, basically, and they might try to run or hinder the spread of the virus. And getting some precept. This is second is just 16. I start up at verse 14 says, Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The coronavirus is one of those plagues, man. Ebola, you have various plagues that are upon the earth right now. Exactly. Just the coronavirus is getting the mass media press. You see me? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So these plagues are meant to be upon the world for a purpose. You see me? And them cannot be turned back. So no matter what methods you try to put in place or how well you try to combat, you see me, the virus, you can't do nothing about it, man. Woe is me who will deliver me in those days. So Ezra got the vision of what is to come upon the earth in these times, man. And we are living in these times, and this is what Ezra is saying, man. He says, woe is me, woe is me. Meaning, woe mean destruction. So he's basically saying destruction is me, isn't it? He says he's going to fall into destruction, and who will deliver him in those days. Because Ezra knew in reincarnation, knew he will be born back in these times. Isn't it? And if Ezra is in a man of the Lord, is in shock, is in total despair, wondering who will deliver him in those times. Continuing verse 18 says, Be the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the poor shall stand in fear. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, man. They say that starting China, because I think over 30 million, if I'm not wrong, people are under quarantine in Wuhan, China. The whole city is locked down. People are getting barricaded in their own apartments, in their own houses, meaning the Chinese government is going around welding, breaking off the locks and handles to apartments and welding people in shut to make them stay inside their houses. And great mornings means a lot of people are get sick and dead. The beginning of famine and great death. You see me? I know famine are gonna happen when every country lock themselves in and a ban travel, a ban trade, a ban shipments of good. How them gonna feed themselves, especially out here in Jamaica. Jamaica is a small country that is highly dependent on foreign income, foreign goods. You see me? All the goods in the supermarkets on the shelves, they are imported. Majority of them. Even the banana will grow out here, the tomato will grow out here are imported. You see me? So when all of those goods cannot come into the country, what gonna happen? The beginning of wars and the poor shall stand in fear. And beginning of wars, man. Because when people are cornered like this, you see me? They tend to go on the offensive. They tend to go disregard their politicians, disregard the government, disregard the laws and set up of the country. And go on the defensive, man. It's like you're on the offensive. We try to fend for themselves and fend also for them family and loved ones. And not even them also. Countries are go at it. You have China, USA, China and USA and Iran. They will go at it. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Isn't it? And what are we to do when these evils come? The Bible gives us answers to all of that. That fear. Says not Psalm 91 verse 1. It says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Isn't it? And what is the secret place of the Most High? It is in these scriptures. It is in these Bible verses. In his doctrine. The true doctrine of the Most High. Isn't it? Because you have all false doctrine out there. Just throwing that out. It says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. That is the ICBM missiles, which are going to be shot upon America and upon the world in this coming World War III. He shall cover thee with His feathers. That is talking about the chariots of the Most High, which are so-called UFOs, and under His wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And what is the truth? First, you have to know that you are an Israelite, isn't it? Because only Israel, and not even all of Israel, are be saved, man. Because the most only there are they with the elect on this side. But you have to know say you're an Israelite, because Israel is the Lord's chosen people from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Isn't it? Secondly, you have to know the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh, from ever since the time of Moses, meaning He exists, or He is, He was. And the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers. Isn't it? It's not no Jehovah, no Yahweh, no Jesus, none of that. Isn't it? But the name and all of that is a topic for a different conversation. Not to stray the point. The straight thing is thou shalt not be afraid for the terrible night, nor for the horror that flieth by day. So the Most High will put a spirit upon you, isn't it? That you shall not be afraid, man. That in that day, isn't me? You will stand in boldness. You will stand fermented, believing in Him and believing that He will deliver you in that time. Not for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Isn't me? So nothing at all that will come nigh you. Yet I come close to you, isn't it? By most of I put you in a situation with test of faith. But He must save you out of all of that. So 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Isn't it? You can imagine that 1,000 people are dropped. Millions of people are dead around you. And you are there being covered with a holy covering, man. Isn't it? Only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Reward of the wicked. But when them look for the wicked, man, we are get a precept for that. This is Proverbs 1 verse 20 says, Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. Now, this is speaking to the men of the Lord out there, prophesying, shouting to people, especially out here in Kingston and Jamaica and in Portland, to get themselves right with the Most High. And not only them, where the videos are on YouTube, you have camps and brothers all through the four corners of the earth, out in the streets prophesying, man. Isn't me? And that is true wisdom, because we are speaking the truth of the Bible and of the things to come. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gate, in the city she uttered her words, saying, How long ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Isn't it? And that is clearly seen with out here in Jamaica. People simple. people simple bad. You see me? Put people dumb. Carry it on another level, man. They are dead. Both spiritually and mortally. They are dead. And why am I say this? Because you have even from before the coronavirus, there was an earthquake. I think back in um early February or ending of January, there was an earthquake. And what people go on tsunami and the country go went on the tsunami watch. You see man, what the people them are saying at that time? Memes flood the internet. You see me? Bag of memes that talk about earthquake and tsunami. People make video and make a scoff and laugh. You see me? Show you say people don't know them danger. And I same thing back with this virus. They don't know them danger, man. They don't know say the most I can flip a switch or can put it in the minds of these people that control all of these viruses, all of these diseases. I mean then just release all of them upon the world. And what you are doing at that time? You see me? And the scorners, the light in their scorners, so they lost. They love the things what they do. You see me? Then the light in them, they make fun, then glory in them, you see me? I'm gonna make a video and everybody a comment and a laugh and light a glory and say, oh, brother, you know, say, oh, you're here with a true thing. You see me? All of them, some of them, man, for sure, the state of mind with people in out here and fools hate knowledge. What do you mean by fools hate knowledge? Meaning that we are here with all answers, most if not all, you see me? And we are here to share all of those answers as men of the Lord. But what? People don't want to hear that. They don't care. Just like earlier today, two female in my class have a discussion about the virus. You see me? And what them think and advise some opinions. So when I was there, sharing this knowledge to them about the virus and the part it will take and what not only economic wise but on a whole lawful scale, you see me, about the institution of martial law around the world and the famine and all of that that could be a result of this virus, you see me, they never want to hear that. No, they disregard all of that. What they want to hear are some made up fantasy story that the virus never did it. That they can party, that they can go carnival because carnival is right around the corner. All of that they want to hear, man. See how anyone the virus you can't stop me from go carnival though, me I wear mask and all of that, isn't me? That I state of mind with people, you know. So what go happen? You see me? So turn you up my reproof, behold I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you. So the most high, you see me? The most high, I will make known his words unto them. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But he has set out not all my counsel, I would none of my reproof. So back, you see me? In the Psalms, when I was saying what the reward and why them wicked, you see me? This is why them wicked. This is the point. You see me? I will laugh. Salakia, verse 24, Proverbs 1 and 24, because I have called and you refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set out not all my counsel, I will none of my reproof. That is the wickedness them do. To disregard the Most High. You see me? To not take in consideration nothing of his words. You see me? That is the wickedness they have done. And not only that, but their sin that mounted upon sin upon top of sin up to heaven, man. You have adulterers, fornicators, all of them things, man. People eat pork, eat lobster, shrimp. You know, I put up on my status the other day. I showed that the comparison or the likeness that land bugs have with sea bugs. And people are telling me say, oh, the sea bug them they eat hot, they taste good. You see me, they different. You sure these people are wicked, man. And what gonna happen? We the men of the Lord, you see me? The scripture says, I will also, the most I also, you see me, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear coming. Cause right now people in a state of panic. I'm just there to laugh, man. But just a look and a laugh, you see me? I say, yo, them people are really bugged out. Them really and truly bugged out. When your fear commit as desolation, and your destruction commit as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish commit upon you. You see me? So when all of them things overtake them, you see me, without them even knowing and them even considering, we gonna laugh, man. And what got me at that time, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, I did not choose the fear of the Lord. That is that, man. And for that, when the Most High punish them, I am gonna punish them. You see me? So I'm gonna punish them, you see me? This is Isaiah 24, verse 6. It says, so like I'm start at verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. You see me? And the few men were all left, I'll be that not faithful vine, and the Most High preserve unto himself. You see me? Which is the elect men, 144,000 total, from 12,000 from each tribe of Israel. New wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry hearted do sigh. So all of the people at this time we love party, we love be merry in that mirth spirit there. What happened to them? The mirth or tabrets seize it. The noise of them rejoiced ended. That rejoice ended. The joy of the harp ceased. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. You see me? So all of the party and all of the mirth, especially out here overseas, you're not gonna have none of it, man. You see me? You can't say that happen. You have events being cancelled. You see me? Events being postponed to watch all this virus take place or take its course. You have parties, you have people I can't say flying, I can't say going out. You see me? Because all of them in the state of fear, and none are not most regard the Most High or his commandments, or how they shall seek upon him for him be them refuge. No. They go about to seek their own way out of this. You see me? I'll get back into the article. Says Chief Public Health Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisasor Mackenzie told the press conference that the young female patient is in stable condition. Bisasor Mackenzie says she arrived in Jamaica to attend a funeral He says efforts will be made to trace all the people she may have been in contact with, noting that these people will be quarantined. So the government of the poor, you see me, to stop you from going about your daily activities and quarantine you. And you see that evident in other countries. You see me, Italy lockdown and lockdown, Iran and lockdown, China and lockdown, certain parts of Washington and lockdown. You see me, all under the state of martial law. All of them under the state of martial law. You see me? As the precept in second Ezra says, a man shall desire to go into a city and can't. Man, just roughly paraphrasing. Because why? Because all of them places are locked down. You see me? People are being locked in their houses. People are being under quarantine. Can't move, can't do nothing. And that'll be the reality in times to come. Continues says Tufton is urging the public to remain calm, adding that the health ministry is doing all that's necessary to respond to the emergency. Assuming the health minister named a special advisory team to assist the ministry responsible for the coronavirus. Says travel ban expanded. Meanwhile, more travel restrictions have been imposed, with the ban now applying to Spain, Germany, and France. Travelers already restricted has already been restricted to China, Italy, South Korea, Singapore, and Iran. You see me? Back in the second is just two, you see me? It's like a phrase. Second is just 7 verse 20 says, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of Yahweh that is set before them. You see me? And what the law of the Most High? I say, oh, thou shalt not eat pork, thou shalt not commit adultery. 633 laws. You see me? They despise them. Them, especially out here, man, they love. Alright, it's a new thing for love one have sex in an expand woman. Then glorify it in the songs and the media and everything what they do. Continue for God has given strict commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. You see me? So the most I give them commandment, let's say, oh, do this, stay on the straight and narrow path if you want to live, and do this if you want dead. Because what the punishment of sin, what the wages of sin is death. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but speak against him and imagine vain things, and deceive themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his way. But his laws have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. And therefore Esdras, for the empty, you see me? Let's read this one. 24 says, for these laws have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. You see me? I'm not going to be the end all be all for them punishment. What is going to be the end all be all for their punishment? You see me? And if them the wise man, if they were wise, you see me, they would have flee. They would have seek refuge to the Most High. You see me? To avoid all of this. As in Proverbs 22:3 says, a prudent man foresee the evil and hide it himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Just to back up when me just read here, so. You see me? As we say, oh, for God had given straight commandment, you see me? As the word straight there be in a position of difficulty. So these commandments are hard to keep, but if you are pray to the Most High and ask for the Spirit to keep them, you surely make you keep them, man. As even though we're in this flesh, you might make you keep them. What they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. What will Proverbs say? Proverbs 22 verse 3 says, "Prove them and foresee the evil, and hide it himself." And what the evil? All of them plagues here with the Most High are going to send upon him people, upon the world. Say, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. You see me? All of them things that come upon the world, that are the evil to come. So, just want to end it there at that point, and hope this is was edifying. So, once I call a lol, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all your come out there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Hope this was edifying. Shalom.